sure everything's working and all that, you know?
I'm glad I got that on camera. That was great.
Mm-hmm. You gotta make sure it's working.
Make sure what's working?
The tip.
Of what?
Huh?
Why would you need to make sure that the tip is working?
In case it needs to be used.
If it's not your tip.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
We was talking about...
Kay's just saying she loves tips.
No, Mark was saying that he wants to tap the tip.
Huh?
Pretty sure that it got picked up like that as well. So
You pick up a tip?
no, hey, I stay picking up tips at the bar.
I mean, yeah, I was
I
going
work,
to
I work in a bar, so I collect tips. You know what I mean? You see what I did there? But
Are you still doing the bar work?
Not for a long time. It's mainly like seasonable. Wow. And I just ate and got shit out of my tooth. That's just terrible. But it's mainly seasonal, so festivals, stuff like that. Although the bar that I was or am working at, I don't know.
Is it more white people at the bar, black people, mixed? What kind of vibe is it?
Afrobeats bar's black.
Oh, it's Afrobeats bar. Oh,
But they're really sketchy.
Oh, so you're not around them. Oh, okay, so there's no white people. You know, give us a smile, love. Them type of people.
No, there can be when you go to festivals and everyone's jaws twisted and jumping.
Have you ever said that before? Give us a smile, love.
Who was it goes? It's
Give-
like a twinkle.
give us
Can
a
I see
smile, love?
Twinkle. It was on like one of
Go
the
on,
news,
love.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
My side cheek's using it.
You have
I've seen
got a
something
fat
where
bum, so.
they take offence to that now. Apparently, that's catcalling. Like,
What is?
Give us
It
a
is.
smile, love.
Everything's
No, I don't
catcalling
know
now.
if it is. It's classed as it, but I
Like,
wouldn't.
why are you being so unhappy? Or why are
personally
you
call it
so
one.
grumpy? Give us a smile, love.
Yeah, that could be classed as like, I don't know.
I wouldn't.
I just think the world is crazy, you know.
I just shut my mouth now. I just
think the
I
world is.
wouldn't
I
be
don't
like,
say a
oh my
thing.
gosh, this cat calling, leave me alone. If they did that to me, but
I just think it's not that deep in it. Like,
it's not.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I wouldn't ever say it, but yeah,
Give us a smile, love.
give us a smile, love.
Nah. But yeah, they're a bit sketchy there. It's an Afrobeats bar, and I haven't really worked there for quite some time to just.
Are you doing the dances at the bar?
No.
You're not.
I'm literally the one at the bar working for tips. I was gonna say, but that sounds good.
You work for you work for, innit?
So, anyways, this is episode 184 of the Different Strokes podcast with myself, Real Talk Reese. With me, I love doing that. You know, it's so funny and it's so. Pause. Let me not censor that out.
The first censor, that's crazy.
Censor
It wasn't
that
even
out.
me.
So
I know.
I mean,
Surprised,
no,
right?
if I use that, the people will be mad.
Reese is gonna get a heart attack when he gets this.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
No.
That quick.
It's Katie, isn't it?
It's so silly. But yes, this is episode 184 of the Different Strokes podcast. It's Madam. Wednesdays we wear pink.
You know what? Yeah,
To the A.
that name is a bit viable. You know,
What, madam?
Different Strokes.
It's only now you realise.
No, I'm just
Do you know
saying.
what I think is funny?
I'm
That you've
just saying.
never actually mentioned it until
He's
now.
just looking for wires.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's like
Oh, wide chaser.
the Different Strokes is
Hey, don't be coming for DSP.
There's
Don't be
nothing
coming.
wrong with
Don't be coming for the
different
different strokes.
Yeah.
Different Strokes is mad, Dad. Yeah, crazy.
But you're scared to give you strokes.
Get stroked differently.
What made you come up with this? Because there's different people on the podcast. I'm guessing. Different
Strokes,
Strokes,
different folks kind of vibe, you know?
I remember the show back in the day, Different Strokes. I was a big fan of it. Big fan. Gary Coleman.
That still comes on sometimes if you type it in YouTube.
It's crazy.
No, it does.
It does, and sometimes.
And I was
I'm
so
like,
annoyed
"Oh."
with like when we had the name. I was just like, and then people were coming to our thing expecting us to talk about different strokes.
Yeah, it's
The
mad.
TV show. I was just like,
Yeah.
no.
Sometimes when people ask me about it, especially at work, they type it. 9 times out of 10, they actually find us, but then they'll type it and they'll be like, "Oh, this is." But yeah, who's in the building today? It's a bit of a wayward one, very depleted, as Papa R would say. I'm
Who?
gonna go Papa R. I'm gonna go anti-clockwise. Who do
Who's
we
that?
have?
Who's
Papa R.
Papa. Oh, no,
Papa
that's
R.
viable. What?
R. Reese. After Reese.
You're calling Reese Oh, no, that's mad. That's mad. I don't even think.
I ain't calling next man no
yeah,
papa. I'll
yeah,
tell you
man, that's
that.
I don't mean
crazy.
it like I didn't say pappy, I said papa. Like,
Same thing to me.
like all man. Anyway.
So you know when you see when I see men that say daddy.
No.
I'm
It
not gonna say
wasn't.
what.
Don't even try.
You gotta say dad.
I did
or
daddy
father.
it off.
Father.
I didn't
or
daddy
dad.
it off.
That's
Don't
my
say
father.
that.
Yeah, it's my father.
You don't want to hear no man say daddy.
No, never.
That's my daddy.
Papa.
Daddy. A lot of rich white boys say that, don't they?
Daddy.
Daddy.
Daddy. Oh, mummy. Like the
Daddy.
royals-
Don't they say father?
No, the royals
Mummy.
say. I think King Charles, back in the day, he would say mummy,
That's
and
corny
I'm
as well.
pretty sure the boys said. Dad.
Grown men should
It's
be
a
saying
Royals
mummy.
thing. It's a very British thing.
No,
Yeah.
but then Caribbeans say mummy.
Yeah. What?
Mummy. Nah, mummy.
Well,
It's sound like
again?
Birmingham.
Mummy. That's what he say, nah?
No, I don't. I'm laughing. Go on,
Mummy.
say again.
Mummy. Mummy.
Anyway,
Mumma.
introduce yourself,
Mummy.
Gabs.
Boy, let's start. Who's to my right, anti-clockwise?
Drinks.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hey.
All day, every day. It's drinks, man.
And to his right.
Mummy. Oh, Gabriel. Gabriel.
This is a bit bad, and yeah, I'm so tired today. I'm just not with it. So, yeah, it's me, Kay. You alright? How are you doing today? How's life? How's the boiler? How's the job? You look nice.
It's been a very stressful week.
Tell us.
But I have to big up. Is it chat GPT
Yeah.
whatever?
Oh, fantastic. ChatGPT.
Because I had to write a like complaint letter.
Oh,
You've become a Karen. Oh.
Bruv,
Wait,
I've
hold
had
on.
no hot water, no
Wait,
heating for
pause.
4 weeks.
Oh,
pause
no.
for the real reason why the
I'll be a
word is called
Barry,
pause.
whatever.
Yeah, no.
Like no hot
Why
water,
is that
no
kind of
heating.
behaviour if you have to complain?
No, you know what I've realised? This is like the working jobs where I see how good complaints are. We don't complain enough as a community. Like black people, we're
You'd be surprised.
No, but we don't.
Um,
I've seen like I don't even want to. I can't get paused for. Nah, I've seen white people, right? Okay, you know what, I'm not even
you
gonna.
can't get pulled back.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I've seen them utilize their complaint rights. So they'll say, "Okay, well, I'm gonna take it to the FOS." So, and then the moment that gets mentioned,
I say that all the time.
the company all of a sudden they don't want it to go that far. So that's when they can offer compensation.
as a black and white thing.
No, but what I'm saying is
never
we
have.
don't.
Because look, as soon as I said complaint, you said I turned to a Karen.
Yeah, exactly. So I do see it as a black and white thing because for us,
No,
we're
that's
so
what you
used to.
said.
No, but we're so used to. You know what? Yeah. it's
No
so-
way.
Yeah, man.
No way.
So you don't complain like that,
Yes.
Because I don't complain.
Or
That's
and I
that's a
can't
you
say
I, mean,
problem.
I need to start that. I need
That's
to start.
that's a you problem.
I don't complain for complain's sake, but
When
I can
something's
tell
bad-
you how much money and refunds and cash I've gained back because I've made the effort to complain. I, for example, had an Amazon Prime membership. It wasn't Prime; it was one of the extended memberships on Prime. You know, like Paramount or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for something for like old TV shows. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was something that I clearly did not use, unless someone in the family or someone on my account clicked on. I don't know. For 6 months, and it was like 6 months of $5.99, and I was annoyed because when I first queried it, I said this is a subscription that I didn't mean to subscribe to. They said okay, we'll cancel it. More for me, I didn't see it coming out of I kept seeing Amazon, so I know I use Amazon and I use Prime, so I just put. When I looked at it, I just kept seeing it out for like the next maybe it weren't 6 months, maybe it was 5. I complained and said this has been going on for 12 months. They gave me 12 months back of $5.99. It wasn't obviously 12 months, but they didn't check it.
They didn't check it. Yeah.
One thing about Amazon, you can complain till the cows come home.
Yeah, they don't.
Amazon are so big on the customer is right, and they are so rich. They are happy to give.
Yeah, no, but that's the truth is, that's originally why people started doing the whole Amazon scam of saying my delivery didn't arrive because
Yeah.
Amazon just they don't like. I've never actually done it, Just to point out,
That wasn't
never
a
done
scam,
it.
by the way. It was true. I just
Never,
elaborated.
yeah, no, of course,
I
your
should've
one
got
wasn't.
probably
Yeah,
5
yeah.
months, and I complain I got more.
But I've actually never done it. I could actually put my hands up and say I've never done that. But
I've never done it.
yeah, I know of, you know, the scam where, oh, it didn't arrive, and Amazon are quick to replace it, or they're quick to refund
But
you
that's
your
why
money.
the delivery drivers take a picture of
That's
either your
not
door
just Amazon though.
or
You
whatever.
can do that with a lot of places.
No, but
You can
Amazon
get
were
away
the
with it
quick.
with
Amazon
everywhere.
were they're like the quick, like they resolve it the quickest. They're like
Yeah,
the scam
100%.
was everyone knew, because what people used to do was they would get things delivered to university halls,
Yeah.
right? And obviously with university halls,
There's no direct.
there's no
like,
direct,
person or
yeah.
door. They
So
can just leave it.
exactly, right. So a lot of the time, delivery drivers won't bother trying to deliver it to even the main office, because the person sometimes won't be in the office. Sometimes they would actually just leave it outside. Like you would see them. Like when I ordered my microphone, my first
Your
ever
what?
Lowry. When I ordered my Lowry.
Yeah.
Your Larry phone, yeah?
Yes, my Lowry.
Wow,
When I ordered my first ever
Lowry.
Lowry, imagine it was like a. I spent a large amount of money on this as well. I don't even think I can't remember
Was
if
it
it
a
was
big one?
Amazon.
Wow.
Why you breathing a Larry like that
I
for?
mean, it was
Big
kind of. It's a
Lowry.
large condenser mic, you know, large diaphragm, you know, a large one. But yeah, no,
Like large and big, yeah?
I spent I think I spent like $1,000 on it. It was a Gemini, SE Electronics Gemini. Those that know about that know it's broken now though, because yeah. Anyway, someone, client. Anyway, cost of having a studio. Client broke it. But you know, we move. But yeah, no. They just dropped the mic out. Like I watched them do it as well. There is like the office that you drop the deliveries to when you live in halls. They just came and they just dropped it outside and just went. I was thinking, oh my god.
It happens, yeah.
Went there, opened it, and it was my mic, and I'm like, if anyone could have just taken this, like,
Yeah.
that's crazy, yeah. So
I've done
Yeah.
that loads of occasions when I've ordered something and I've ordered a certain amount of money's worth, and I'm like, those fuckers just left it. And obviously, where I used to live, it wasn't like a flat; it was a house. But there was like a little sort of like coal bunker sort of shed at the front of the house where you could leave
Yeah.
it. It wasn't really a shed; it was like a compartment. And sometimes they used to just dash it in there, and I'd come home and like the door would be open, it'd be dashing, and I'd be like, check, no evidence that I haven't left my parcel. I'll just take the parcel out, take a picture of the door wide open, and be like, it's been left. And it would happen often.
yeah,
And yeah, get money's worth back. Like, it's just, there's been loads of occasions where this has
You
happened to me.
criminals.
As well. Listen, in my head, I'm like, I don't do it too often because it's obvious, but I was like, £50 worth of shopping in there.
no, listen, if
Didn't
alright,
receive it the next day. I don't want it come too late now. Return it, but you've got 2 lots.
I commit crimes, small crimes.
We know.
If
Wow.
if
So
I
brazen
let me
to
tell you
say
this,
that
I commit crimes.
let me tell you about
national
this.
television.
Let me tell you about this crazy crime that I commit.
Oh
yeah,
dear.
if I order food, yeah,
I think I
Yeah.
know what you're gonna say.
An
'cause
Uber
I think I've
Eats,
done it too.
yeah.
Go on.
and there's no straw, no cutlery, and it's cold, the food did not come in my house.
I
It
don't
didn't arrive. It
That's
did
like-
not arrive.
Do you know, Gabriel? That's a normal thing.
Yeah, I'm just letting people know I commit crimes. The food did not arrive,
Yeah.
okay? Because it didn't arrive. Because now I have to go and cook it. I have to go warm it. Then I have to go get a fork. And then I have to go get a cup.
It defeats
I
the
don't
point
use
of
their
ordering
forks.
takeaway.
Huh?
If I order takeaway, I'm not using their fork.
No, but remember, see, when I'm in the stew,
When you're in the stew.
yeah, it's
When
like,
you're
you
in the
know,
stew.
it's cutlery. I have cutlery here, but it's like,
I used to do that loads of times, and then I actually, well, don't really care if you know where I work, but then I actually joined a company where I order directly from them, so I can't really do that to them because it's not really fair.
are you sure this probably should be blurred out that you think
No,
this part?
I mean-
Oh, okay.
I mean, I love the fact that she mentioned that, but yeah, I ain't seen none of that food.
Can
What
Kate,
food?
Katie Small come to the office?
What?
Oh, Katie, if you'd like to explain this, we just came across it.
It was on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, so you know you did publish it.
No, I've done it loads of times to other companies, but then, yeah, I'm not my own.
So shouldn't you get a discount on food then?
We've had this conversation. I do all the time. Like, for Christmas, they gave us like
No, just in general.
Yeah, just in general.
I get one every day. Yeah.
So where was the
What
money?
do you mean you get one every day?
I'm pretty sure. How many times have I come to studio and I've ordered food and I've just been like, hey, this is
Well,
you
I don't know,
guys.
do I?
You think I'm not using my
I'm
magnets?
not watching your pocket.
Oh wait. So
No, I've said it before. Yeah.
So and you get that every
So
day.
where
Is it
was-
for
where
lunch
was
or
my
something?
food?
Yeah.
Oh right, and
So
what is the
basically,
discount like?
We get a daily allowance that's given to
Okay.
us. So you can use a daily allowance as a collective altogether, or you can split. So basically, mine split into like something like £8.50 a day. That's what we get.
Oh, so I can't get burger and lobster. No.
Yeah.
You can.
Can't get a seafood boil.
You
What
can.
is it, like
but I've
40
got,
pounds?
the
in it?
difference is I've got a.
Have you had one of them seafood boils?
No,
I
It
couldn't
looks-
trust them.
it
I
looks
can't
too
trust-
oily,
yeah,
man.
too much.
I
Yeah.
won't put it on the camera, but I've got
It looks too oily. So.
Like I've had a couple things from one, but I've never ordered one, and yeah,
Nah,
nah.
it's just
Yeah,
like
see, look,
a
I've got
bag
my
of
company
grease.
card
It's
there.
messy.
Okay.
So they'll just like when I'm out and about, you know.
But anyway, back to the boiler.
But basically, yeah. So sorry.
I've made a complaint, and yeah, they've been calling my phone ever since.
Good.
Sorry, blah blah. This is you're gonna get compensated and stuff. But I just want hot water and heating. That's what I want right now.
It's so
And the money.
unfair.
You realise how important hot water is when you're without it.
You know what? I can live without the heat. It's the hot water.
Hot water.
You say
Oh
and the
my
money, so they're gonna
days.
refund you, like.
They're gonna give me
Well, obviously, because you're paying for what? Nothing.
You know the best feeling in the world. You know the
Free
best
money.
feeling in the world. Nah, it's when you wake up early in the morning.
Oh, don't.
Early in the
He's
morning.
without it. Don't.
No, I'm just
No,
because I just
don't
want
do that.
I want you
Don't
to
do that,
roll
mate.
back the
Mate,
months.
don't do
You know
it.
what I'm
I
saying?
can't. This is how I started the
without
new year.
it.
You wake up. I just need you. You know,
No,
just to
fun
jog
you.
your memory.
No.
You know, when you, Katie. You know when you wake up early in the
I
morning,
don't know, 'cause I don't
and then
do
you
it.
put you have the warm water just down your neck in the shower, down your neck,
Little bastard.
down your neck, mate, and it makes you late to
Down your
work.
neck, mate.
It makes you late to work because it feels so good. Have you ever experienced that before? Yeah.
Anyway, Katie, what do
Crazy.
you want to talk about?
Sounds like he's talking about sex, but
Yeah, it does.
No, and then there's the oh no, you know what I don't use though. You know that oh my days. I need to know if it has the same effect on women. Yeah. There's that shower gel that it makes your balls like
oh, that tingly one.
tingly. Yeah, is that the green one? You know
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
should've-
talking about.
you should've put-
You know what the mint one.
You
The
should've-
mint one. You
yeah,
know
I
what I'm
you're
talking about.
It's mainly
Yeah.
for men to
You've
use.
never
but
done it.
no.
Never used it before.
What am I doing that for?
It's
Bro,
what's that brand?
you must have used it before though.
You should not use it on
Yeah.
your women. Well,
You use it. I used it on my joint once, and my joint was breathing. I said, "What's going on?"
Felt like cool. But
Yeah, like it felt
weird.
alright. I
It's
can't.
weird.
No,
lie to
I've
you,
never
bro.
used it,
It's
Gabs.
weird.
I can't lie to you.
It's
I wouldn't
weird.
even mind it. Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck.
You won't mind what?
Nah, never mind.
Is that your treat yourself day?
But in these
My brain
times,
is so clear. I can't even
Is-
imagine.
is
the
that
women,
your-
words
but
that
women,
sentence.
women play with themselves like with using the shower stuff now.
The shower head.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Some
that.
women, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
that's
women
crazy.
have. I thought you meant the shower stuff. And
I
So
say
you-
some,
so
So
some
you
women,
use the mint one.
some
to,
women
to,
means all women, by the way. Some women means all women.
some women means all women. I can
Yeah.
guarantee.
not all women do
It
that.
means all
Nah, I
women.
can
It
guarantee
means
you-
you've tried it.
I can guarantee
Let me-
every woman has tried it.
Yeah,
Whether
of
they
course
carry
they
on
try.
doing
No,
it.
think about it. It's
Every woman has
a
thought
shower.
about
Yeah,
it.
but you make it sound like it's all the time.
Yeah, no, but every woman would have done
I
this.
can't
and
sit
every
there and
you're
say-
talking about
Yeah,
a
but
shower head.
Gabs. You
I
can't speak
sit
for
there
every
and
woman.
say I don't think.
I can't. No,
Yeah,
what?
you can't.
But
No, you
come
can't.
on, innit?
I'm,
Like,
can't.
I'm pretty much, if not almost, if not certain that
Every
100%
woman's
of
done
the
this.
population
Like,
of women,
Is it-
or 99.9% of the
99.9.
population
See,
of
your
women
woman said it. I didn't say it.
have tried that.
I
no,
didn't
you
say
said it first.
I didn't say it. See, I
Even if
retract
it's
to my
something they regularly
statement.
do, they've either tried it or thought about it, and I'm gonna say they've probably been like,
It's when that
Does
shower
it-
head
is it
is
cold
powerful.
water, warm water, hot water? What's the?
I don't know,
Okay.
because everybody's different.
Do some research, innit?
Maybe
Cold-
women,
Cold
maybe
water's mad.
women would. Yeah, because that would numb your.
Yeah, cold is
That would
crazy.
numb
That's
your clot.
yeah,
That just would basically be like,
cold
obviously,
is-
if you have the pressure, imagine if the pressure's like got
Yeah.
good water pressure,
yeah.
and then it's beating on the.
Yeah,
It would numb it.
I'm pretty sure it'll feel mad. Yeah.
I feel like if you're
Yeah.
gonna do it, it probably would be like maybe. I would say hot, maybe lukewarm.
lukewarm. But yeah, I was sort of thinking
I'm-
you want to
in my
burn
head,
it
I'm
off.
like,
Yeah. You want to burn off your joint. You want to lukewarm. Yeah.
Women ain't
Okay.
got joints.
They have
But,
got joints.
They have not.
There is a joint, bro.
No.
I think everyone.
No, it is
tried
a joint. It is a
because
joint that hasn't formed properly.
It must just be lukewarm because it's whatever. It's whatever temperature you shower with, because I'm pretty sure every woman's experienced it. But when they're showering, they're like, "Oh,"
Yeah.
so you stumble.
It's the
across
water
it.
pressure.
You stumble across it, and you're like, "Oh, hello, oh."
Speaking of,
Is this
alright,
a regular thing?
I know, like, speaking of holes and bonus holes.
Bonus holes. Holes. I was going to say bonus holes?
Hey.
Only in America, a woman got caught.
Yep.
On the beach.
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
What are you watching? Listening
No,
to?
never
reading,
mind. Never mind.
Observing?
Yeah, it's my search history is a bit crazy.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah,
We definitely know that.
mad.
A woman was arrested.
Oh, God.
She apparently had 23 iPhones stuffed in her
Join.
Min min.
in
Hoo-ha. Her box.
her box.
Okay.
Yes.
Pandora's
Apparently,
box.
when the alarms went off when she was walking out, and then the security guards patted her down and noticed.
How did they pat her down?
Imagine all.
Well, they didn't pat her in.
Never mind.
They pat her down,
So I was thinking, how they
and
pat her down
then
and fuck
one of the
out?
iPhones fell out.
Imagine all 23 of them vibrating at the same time. That's a bit mad, isn't it?
That's how they pat it, isn't it?
See, here's the thing. I'm not gonna act like I'm not a gynecologist. I'm not a specialist when it comes to the female anatomy. But I think fitting 23 phones.
Wait, gynecologist? What? Actually up there?
Yeah, I think
I just
23
realised
phones
I'm
is
not
a
just
bit.
in a, like,
Yeah, I
private
think
area.
it's a bit much, innit? I don't think
She
that's possible,
must have
man.
one of them like freezer bags or something, and then slides it in,
Yeah.
lube it up or something.
Oh no, I don't think 23 is possible. You know.
How does she even find
Well, a
the
baby can fit that. I mean,
What?
Yeah, well, yeah, because you can stretch it. But how does she?
Yeah, but
How does she find the
oh,
time? No.
how'd she
no.
find the time?
What? The point
One
I
by
feel
one.
like everyone in this room is missing is how did she find the fucking time
Is it one of them gel
to
phones?
go
She
and
said
do
iPhones.
that and then shove it
iPhones.
up there?
Obviously, we don't know which iPhone it is, but
She actively went in a store and did this. Where she? What?
Yeah, no.
What store was this, Mark? I'm sorry.
well, I don't know.
Because how would you go and? It's not like if even if she did do that, it's weird. It's not like you're going to a clothing store and you got time to stuff clothes up your. I mean, I don't steal. I wouldn't know, but I'm seeing it happen. How have you gone into maybe a phone shop and done that with all the phones?
Yeah.
There's nowhere to hide to. What?
Maybe she was looking at it. It was like,
You would have to. What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Definitely ran out of lube as well, man.
Are people not seeing her
Definitely
put it in
not.
the bag and put it? I don't understand the concept of how this happened. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out how
With-
she could have done it.
I know. I'm assuming it's possible because it's happened, but I'm just finding where did she find the time to do this without someone seeing her, unless she was in a toilet or a changing
Why does she need
room?
23?
She's probably thinking shove as many out as possible and sell
Crazy
them.
though.
If they're brand new, she's probably gonna.
No, it's
sell
actually making my stomach hurt.
them. Were
you
they in
know?
the box?
Oh, here we go. There we
Whoa,
go.
they were in a different box.
No. Yeah, well, out of the original and into a new one. Anyway,
Imagine her trying to sell it to you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's
Though.
like, sorry, it's a bit wet.
If it's discounted, I'll take it.
Some business. What about
If
phone?
it's discounted, I'll take it. Facts.
What?
Of course.
What?
Because iPhones are waterproof.
Wait, hold up. Last week, you were complaining that someone had a bottle of your drink and they done that and their breath smelled, and obviously the Dorito smell.
glad
You
you
would take
remember
an iPhone that's been up there in a different box,
If
and
she,
you're
has,
saying you'll take it.
if she hasn't got BV, I'll take it.
How do you know if she's got? Oh, go away,
If
Gabriel.
she hasn't got BV, I'll take it.
What?
You're not gonna know that until you get the phone.
If I smell it and it's crazy, as in if I smell the phone, I don't know why I would smell the phone, but if she gives me the phone, I could smell something.
Cats be like,
As long as she lowers the price, I can disinfect it and maybe we can move.
lowers the
Okay.
price. There's
Yeah, we
something
can
wrong with
move.
you.
You're not okay.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Anyway, threw me right off. Could you go into the what was we wanting to elaborate? Brits.
Oh, we're going to war.
The Brits, yeah, the
Yeah.
Brits.
Are you ready, Gabs?
Yep.
Brits may be summoned to join the armed forces in the UK
Yeah.
to go to war with Russia.
I've got my Saturn upon me.
You got your something, yeah?
Got my Saturn on me, you know what I'm saying? Got my Saturn upon
So
me.
who's ready?
Man's
So
ready
if they
for-
call you up,
I'm ready to
What-
lick off a
how,
man's
how would it
face.
work though? Do they call you up or do they send you a letter like
Listen.
voting stuff and
See
like
me- see-
you've been summoned to war?
Putting it this
Report
way.
to this place.
With me are the general. So they might call me and tell me to pull
I'm
up and
grabbing my man. I'm grabbing my brother,
pull up
and I'm
just
putting
bring,
him into
bring
hiding.
the heavy metal. That was good. That was good. That was good. Come on. That was good. That was good. The heavy meckle.
Until you said
Meckle.
that was good, I was going to be like, yeah,
Meckle, yeah.
I can let that run.
Get me? Come if I come there with my something and just ring it and just let off 2 bullets and I am blood clotted and just
I cannot.
leave him dead pond. Anyway, sorry. M.R. came into me there. I need to stop that. Yeah. Now I'm ready for war. To be fair, if I'm going with my guys, and there's a 0.5 chance that will 0.5% that will chance that will die, I'll risk it for a chocolate biscuit. I'll be there, the man. Then I think it'll be a fun day, fun holiday in Russia. You know, yeah, I think it'll be cool.
That's if you get that far.
But the only problem is though, them Russians train with bears. I'm not trying to combat anyone that trains with bears. I'm not. See, I'm not mad. No.
So you said you'll risk it for a chocolate biscuit?
No. They need to bring the war to Catford. Then I'll be confident.
It was
I'll
at that point
I'll step out of my house.
Realised that Gabriel
Yeah.
had lost it.
If they come to Catford, I'll step out my house. Guerrilla warfare tactics. We'll set up traps.
What traps you setting up?
Yeah, certain alleyways. You know, this famous guy in Catford called Fritz.
Gabs has
We'll
lost
use
it.
him as a decoy. Anyway, sorry, it's
Gabs
crazy.
has lost it. You've lost it, Gabs.
Sorry, crazy. Yeah, nah, to be fair, I don't think it will ever happen that we would get drafted to war. I think these are just things that... It's a slow media day. They need some news. They need something that's going to get the people to complain. It's probably an article that's a decoy to distract people from something serious actually happening.
Decoy. Stop.
I don't think it's real. Like, I can't imagine... Yeah, I just can't imagine that ever happening.
I feel like, you know what we were saying the other day? What's the next big thing, or what's the next thing to occur or happen?
Mm-hmm.
This is what they're trying to make.
I just don't know how they can force people to go to war.
What would you be doing? Saying no, you're not going. You're refusing.
I pretend like I didn't see the letter. If they send me a letter, I pretend like I didn't see the letter.
What if they're coming to collect you?
They can come.
And then what's going to happen?
Beat them down.
You just act like you're not there.
Yeah. Like TV license people.
Ah.
Even though I pay for it, which I still think is daylight robbery.
Yeah.
But
Have you seen Godfather of Harlem?
how you go from that to... No, we're talking about war.
Because it was relatable.
How?
Because
Where do you connect that from that?
There's one scene where the people have to come for the dad for whatever reason, and he played Insanity, and he played it very well. That they.
Oh yeah,
He needs to go to jail.
I do a Rain Man.
You should just plead Insanity and be like, just pretend. But when I say like he used to just cover himself in dirt, and then just it was this.
Yeah.
Fucking funny.
I'll plead Insanity.
But yeah, that's what you should do.
They're not taking me like. We live in this world now where we scream human rights and stuff like that. So how can you try and like summon people to go to war that they didn't even ask for?
It needs to be.
Get the prisoners, innit?
It needs to be examined and stuff though, because another TV show where the guy was actually meant to go back to war, but he was an addict and he had like post-war trauma and stuff from when he last went. They still summoned him and they was like, no, you need to go back to war. And they was like, please, he's been in hospital, he's an addict. They was like, he's got 2 weeks, he's got to go back. Mad. So you should plead Insanity to know how it happens. But obviously that's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. My people then, if it does, I'm hiding.
If it does,
I'm hiding all of you.
We have lived in a weird world where we've had COVID, we've had this, we've had that, and
COVID is like almost becoming do you remember when time?
I still remember it.
No, I'm saying it's almost becoming like do you remember when?
It's in the history books.
I was there that time. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. Me, your dad, your Uncle Mark. Yeah, we was all there. Remember that COVID? It's a bad pandemic time that was. It's not a good story I'm going to tell you, kid.
What about Uncle
Your
Larry?
Your Uncle Larry. Larry?
Larry.
My gosh. Everyone's hair looked... Anyway, I don't want to talk about hair today.
Swiftly moving on, please. I beg
Yeah, literally, because that's a sore subject, because I'm having a bad hair day. I am. I just want to talk about Nora up north. I've named her Nora. I've said Nora up north, but she's from Northampton. Does Northampton mean up north?
I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't know, but if it don't, that's very dumb and unfit. Anyway, so a Northampton woman, she was jailed for 6 years after blowing up her ex's door. I believe this happened in, I think it happened last year summer. And basically it was a 39-year-old had been sentenced. So this is her sentencing basically. She got sentenced for 6 years after lighting a gas canister on fire outside of her ex's flat, causing a shocking explosion. Now, if you see the video, you see the flipping bandit putting the canister through the letterbox or whatever, and it's like in a little corridor of a flat. So you've got his flat here, and you've got the neighbours there, which is fucking dangerous because not only does it blow up.
So she was caught on security camera, right?
Yeah, very narrow hallway. The thing was powerful enough to blow up his door in his flat, like, and ruin the walls and the other door. So it blew up both.
Oh shit!
Wow.
So if there was a family living next door with kids or what, do you know what I mean? Like that.
What was her plan?
I don't understand, but I do think she's mad. I do think she's a bit mad because the picture, she looks fucking psycho.
Did they give reasons why she did it?
So basically,
Did he split up with her or something?
yes, her ex's flat. It says, I don't know what happened, but it says fortunately her ex was not home at the time of the explosion. It took place on the 8th of June. Exactly, she must have thought he was. And it caused, obviously, as it said, the 2 doors would blow open, burnt the carpet, put cracks in the walls and things like that. It wasn't too serious, but it was serious enough to potentially harm someone severely. And basically, this is what the thing that I thought is a bit mad, because I was like, what? Anyway. She has also been charged with setting fire to her own fucking home in Northampton back in December 2022. So this happened, June 23. And then she was also charged for doing the same act a few months before, December 22, and basically leaving the words on her flat wall, "This place can burn in hell."
Yeah, she needs help.
I feel like after God, fear what?
Nora.
I don't know if that's her name. Her name's actually on the article, but I just called her Nora from up north. But yeah, I think it's fucking wild. And what do you know? This is just taking Crazy Exes to a new level. I don't know what the ex did to her,
Nothing as bad as what she's trying to do.
but I don't think I even needed to know what the ex did to her after I realised that she actually done this to her own flat.
Yeah, if she can do that to her own place,
They
then
said this place can burn in hell. She's not well. She needs to be locked up somewhere. She's not well. Gabriel, what would you do if that was a woman that you'd entangled with, and then you find out all this is going on?
She blew up my door.
And she blew up her door prior. She's probably going on a mad rampage, and then she's blowing up yours. Are you gonna be? And let's say the police ain't even caught.
I don't want to incriminate myself though.
how?
I don't think I won't.
You wouldn't step out your yard with it Uzi, no?
I won't use the police. I don't think that'll be a.
Oh, your own methods.
There's a better, I think there's efficient ways to solve stuff like that.
Like,
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Enlighten us. Expand.
I mean,
No, I don't know.
yeah. We don't dibble dabble in that.
No, I don't do double in anything.
So what are you trying to say? You said there's other ways, like, we're trying to understand.
I mean, person has blown my door off, so they're working with heavy artillery.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
So you're going to get bigger artillery.
no, not to say that. Not to say that. I think I have a meeting with said person.
Oh dear.
I'll
what
get
kind of
someone to
meeting?
have a meeting with said person to resolve the issue.
How would you resolve it, though? You just talk about it.
I'll get someone to have a meeting with them, and hopefully they can come to an agreement and
Have a
leave.
chat.
So you'll be like that old school tune that Silk sang, Meeting in My Bedroom.
No. It wouldn't be that. No, it wouldn't. It would just be I'll get someone to speak to her, have a meeting with her, resolve the situation so that there's no more.
Will she have all her limbs intact?
Yeah. Everything. No, it should be healthy. Everything will be fine. It's just Here's a
No,
conversation.
I
I,
ain't
I,
believe
I
one
find
word
that
this guy said.
I find that the
Don't
best.
buy
I think
it.
I find that the
You're
best way
sounding
to
too
solve
much
things
like
in life
HR
is
right
through
now.
communication. And I think that communication is the way forward. And I think by calling the police,
Communication.
we're not.
Communication.
We're not. That's not a good way of communicating. That's a very bad way.
This is a story
To
that you're leading
communicate
with,
with
yeah?
that person and solve it that way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you need a specific type of communication.
Yeah, it was just good talking to, and just understand why she did what she did, and get to the bottom of it, and just move on from there. And just
Would you still be with her?
Huh?
Would you still be with her?
No, I don't think I will. No.
Why are you trying to be a better person in 2024? Because your answers are just very.
No, I don't. I'm just. I'm for women. I'm pro women. Sometimes people can have like a crazy moment, and I accept that to be a crazy moment, and I'll have a conversation and solve it. And how would you guys solve it? Call the police? How would you solve it? I'm interested to know how you would solve it.
I bet you is. After I've tried to cool down, I may need to call the police because I wouldn't trust myself or what I'll do.
Boy.
But why do people think calling the police is the best option?
Because I don't want to get in trouble.
Because if that person's caught on camera XYZ, which you're probably if you know you've got CCTV, and you're thinking to myself, well, do you know, me personally,
and it's obvious if I do if something happens to her,
it's obvious.
and they've caught her on TV doing that to my door, it's gonna be obvious that it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
Me personally,
Come on, I think like that, Gabs,
not,
man. Child.
I just don't have the time to fucking deal with crazy people. You crazy, I'll stay over there. Do you know what? I'm gonna let the feds deal with it, and if they don't deal with it, then I'm gonna let my own feds deal with it.
Your own feds, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Family, mob. I've got a mob family. Not my family. I'm just saying I have a mob family that
from the ends.
We facilitate or associate with, I should say.
You got them on speed dial.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been done before. Who are you gonna call? That kind of vibe. But yeah, no. Sally, Nora, whatever her name is. Her name actually is Lauren Marie Talbot, aka Nora.
Yeah, she definitely ain't from ends.
Nah, mate, I don't even know where this chick is from, but it's the picture that's doing it for me. It's not doing it for me, I should say. It's just making it a bit. She just fucking nut job, and I feel like Nora gets some help. If anybody comes across this woman, please just.
Oh, she'll be locked up now.
She's locked up.
Yeah, she done.
So
she done.
Just stay clear. I wanted to talk about something.
I don't know where that accent came from.
I went to sound like Postman Pat, but I realised Postman Pat is English, and I do that when I am fucking tired. I wanted to bring up a topic that Mark, you brought up. I was meant to say it last week, but we had so much other stuff to talk about. I am so triggered. And I've been triggered for, 2 weeks now? 2 weeks now. And I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. The LG.
Be careful in this one.
Woo!
It's
a bit
really
fiery.
Yeah.
Isn't it the LGBTQ?
I don't know why you're guessing for. You have Google. You have Google.
Forgive me if I say it wrong, but I'm really tired.
Stop using that excuse because they'll come for you likewise.
I don't care, man. LGBTQ company, community, yeah. Well, they might as well become like a fucking company because it's doing my nutting. Just I respect them, 100%. I don't have any issues with their community whatsoever. But I have said it on this podcast before and in real life, and I will say it again. I understand, what to a certain extent, because I don't understand, that people go through certain things that they need to be seen, they need to be heard, they need to be understood. That's all fine. I have no problem in how you want to present yourself, what gender, or any, I don't care. Like, life is life, and there's a lot more pressing things in the world than that. However, I feel like, and a woman put this on TikTok, and I swear to God, everything that she said, I'm not going to play it because the video is quite long, but everything she said was literally what would have come out of my own mouth. When it comes to the expense of our young, innocent children, it's taking the fucking piss and it's going too far. I've said it before with books, when we have kids' educational books, and we've got books that kids have been able to read and learn from, and then they turn the page and then they're learning about something that they shouldn't be seeing, I believe, at a certain age. Like, if there's kids that are looking at, like, wondering about, you know, why certain sexes have certain genitalia, or why this sex is able to have that kind of genitalia. I don't think that's something that we should be teaching our kids. I feel like sex education itself should be very simple to the simple-minded, which would be our children, and keep it as innocent as possible. If, as a parent, which I don't know if you, whatever, if you decide to then further educate your child, that is your business. I don't think it should be forced on children through books, through education, through TV shows or programs for children, or fucking, in this case, dolls. There is a woman on TikTok that's posted a video, and she is complaining the same way I am now, about how a woman, I think it was, had bought a doll for her child, and has now since then had to have a very uncomfortable conversation with her child, because she's opened the doll, said, I wanted to get a really nice doll, you know, there's a cute little black doll. Kids obviously want to have toys, especially dolls that resemble them, so whether it's skin colour and things like that. This doll was a girl doll, but it had a fucking penis. I don't understand why that needs to happen, because the doll, if I look properly, it says, I don't want to play it, on the back, in a very, very fine small print, it says, obviously this wasn't put on the toy at all, but when I say small print, I'm zooming in. Role-playing game that encourages the development of respect for gender diversity roles, ethnicity, and or other human conditions, promotes understanding of the basic rules of interaction and coexistence. It's actually it's a generic kids doll, and I think it's for like ages of maybe 3 to 5 or 5 and up, something like that.
Do normal dolls have penises? Because I can't remember dolls ever having penises. But I didn't.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like if you have a boy doll,
no, they wouldn't have a penis. It would just be like
it
a
would
blank
just be
space.
like
I'm pretty sure it's
it wouldn't be like a molded area like that, I don't think. But this is a girl, a little girl doll, comes with a little.
I don't think they have to include penises or any form of genitalia on a doll.
The difference is they don't, but they shouldn't add genitalia at all whatsoever. It doesn't need to happen. However, how are you explaining that on a doll that's meant to be like a child? Like, any doll is not meant to be a grown-up. Even if it was on a Barbie doll, I'd still think it was sick, whether Barbie's a grown woman or not. But this doll is meant to be like a baby doll. Why would you put that on there? Because kids, even, it just blows my mind. That wouldn't happen until anybody had a sex change or stuff. It wouldn't happen until much later in life when they're adults. So why would you need to put it on a baby?
Female.
Because even if that was on even if a 10-year-old kid saw that, and they probably had a little bit more knowledge, or maybe a little bit understanding, which I don't think they should, they would be confused themselves, because they would think, oh, can little girls be born with penises?
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing you're going to get kids to ask. I think it's a bit sick, and it's gone too far. And I think that community just wants to have themselves heard too much. But I'm sorry, we've gone through black slavery and every fucking other thing for God knows how many years, and no one wants to. I'm sorry, I'm going to put it out there. It's annoying me, because you hardly, not saying hardly, but no one pushes
that agenda.
our movement or our agenda to further limits. And even if they did, it wouldn't be on that same scale because it's not something that I think is as sick as that. Now, I'm not calling their community sick. I'm calling this specific thing sick. It's not normal. It's not something that you would see on a
That's the
child
thing.
anyway.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the LGBTQ community think about it, because I mean, I'm not too sure if they would actually support something like this anyway.
No, I was going to say,
So
I don't think majority would, and that was going to be my other point. I really don't think the majority would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was one or two out there that said, yeah, this is a good way to educate children from young. There probably are, but I don't think the majority would.
Look, for me, as far as I'm concerned, I can't recall dolls ever having any form of genitalia, so I don't think it's important for. I don't think they had to do it. Whoever designed it, I think it's quite pointless. I don't think they had to do it. I think it is confusing as a boy or a girl to pick up a doll that looks like a little girl with a penis, because as you said, if there was to be a sex change, it wouldn't happen that early on in the child's life. So yeah, I don't know, man.
And it wouldn't. A child at that age shouldn't really be knowing about stuff like that. I think kids are like probably the most precious, innocent things that we can have on this earth, and you want to be able to protect that and keep. But
the argument is what the argument is educate kids from early, so that it becomes a norm. And I think that's wrong with that. And I think that's basically what from what I can understand, that's what the agenda is. The agenda is educate children from early that there are transgenders and it is normal to be, transgender. And I don't know it. When I was in school, I remember when I was in school in secondary school, we had it was like a gay community come to our school. And they were just talking to us about like gay rights and stuff that gay people still go through, stuff like donating blood. Apparently, donating blood is an issue. I'm not too sure if it is now, but they were talking to us about stuff like that. And in school, we were all confused, and we were in year 7, and we were all like, I don't think any of us needed to know this. Like I can remember our class at that time.
Mm.
We was just thinking, why do we need to know? Like, we was confused. It was like, we don't need to know this. Like, so I don't know if trying to educate children on these type of things is important, because I can't imagine myself as a child.
I honestly don't think it is. I just think the top bosses think they've. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's an agenda. I feel with this particular incident, I feel like it was a situation where obviously they didn't warn no one or tell no one. I think it was like a plant type of thing, like, oh, let's see what happens if we do this, if it can go underneath the radar
by putting putting the clarifications on the back of the box. It's like, well, we've done our bit, and it's in however many different languages.
But who reads the back of the box? Like, if it looks like a girl doll, I assume it's a girl doll. I don't have
exactly. And why does it have to be on the back of the box? Yeah. You should just highlight it on. If you get a Barbie doll, for example, it would say battery sold separately right at the top, or comes with or this sold separately. Things you need to know, and obviously on the back would be stuff like directions and shit like that. Like, I don't understand.
Suitable for such and such age and stuff like that.
Even suitable for certain ages sometimes could be at the front of the box, depending, it might be at the bottom. And I completely understand educating your children from young on certain things that they
but sometimes
see in the world.
I do believe that sometimes these type of things need to be taught or spoken about with your parents rather than,
of course,
teachers or whatever. Like, there's certain things that I think people are just jumping the gun with certain things, and
it's too much.
Should allow parents to give that advice or have that conversation with their child when the parent thinks they're ready.
Yeah,
and I think when school and government get involved too much, they think they know better.
No, man, because that woman apparently has now had a very, very uncomfortable, difficult conversation with her child, because it wasn't something that she prepared herself to have.
Who's going to prepare their child for that?
Of course not. You'd only prepare yourself to have that conversation with your child if that was something you was intending to do. Hence why I believe in educating your children, but as you said, it just needs to be at a time of your own control as a parent. That is what you need to do as a parent. You safeguard, protect and educate your child on the things you need to. There's certain things that schools need to teach. And the whole thing, this ties back in with the whole thing we discussed about books in schools and stuff. I think it's wrong. And if that is something that you're going to start, which I don't believe, putting in schools and stuff, you need to make parents aware first. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there has been. I've read some cases
Like
where
books
parents have not been told
that their
about
child
certain things, and they've just not put it on the child, but they've had classes or whatsoever with things that not necessarily should be available for kids of a certain age.
As well, it's right, because I don't know if this happened with using your schools, but back in the day there was a letter on sex education and human body and all of that they was learning. I think it was in year 5 and 6.
I can't remember if
a letter had to go out to your parents for consent.
Do you know with sex education, did they show? I can't even remember it. Did they show sex? I can't remember it.
I can't remember too tough. I always remember.
I remember the diagram.
At that point, our parents had told us pretty much what they feel we need to know, which is probably a little bit more understanding and probably a little bit more than
my parents didn't tell me shit.
Our parents told us the generics, not on like how to have sex, but like on.
All I remember my mum telling
like
me or my dad telling me,
babies
make sure you don't
and
get no girl pregnant. I was like, huh?
No, but at that time you was learning about human body, and we had a human body book at home, and it was for the right age group, and our parents just obviously told us in a little bit more understanding detail. It wasn't too much in terms of this happens, that happens, but it was what we needed to know at that age, just about the human body. But yeah, the school letters used to go out, and I think they say, we'll be introducing sex education. Please let us know if you want your child to be present for any of these classes, XYZ. This is kind of pretty much what we'll be, highlighting and teaching. And that was just to give the parents a bit of awareness. And if the parents had a problem with it, they would say so. Now, it's just like, this is what kids need to know. This is what they need to know at the age of fucking 5. Come on.
Yeah.
It's winding me up.
I don't
that
like
if
it.
my nieces or goddaughters ever got introduced to be that, I'd be fucking mortified. It just it grinds my gears, and I just think that community in certain, I can't say them in general because I don't know who's pulling the strings really, but someone or some people just think that they're a bit more above everybody else and a bit more, what's the word, entitled to having certain rights or having more rights than other communities should have, and it's annoying me. I don't want to go into further detail on it anymore, but yeah, I just think it's wrong, it's sick. I wanted to kind of I wanted to thing out the video, but the video just got too much in it to kind of go over. I
think yeah, man. I think it's some. Do you know what I think the LGBTQ community need to do?
There you go.
I think they need to come together and they need to educate people fully on what they stand for. Because I'm a bit confused. I don't know.
I'm confused with the lettering.
I thought at the beginning I understood, but then where it's escalated so much, now I'm like, I have the gist on the generics and the basics of what what it was based on, the ground it was based on, and obviously how it's, the community is built and good for them. But there's certain things that I hear about and stuff, and I have to put together myself. But there are things that, I can't sit there and be like, oh, I hate this community and not be educated on it.
No, I would never say that.
Certain things are forced because of that community, if that makes sense.
The thing that probably gets on my nerves the worst, and if you're offended, you're offended, is this whole pronouns.
That's the word. That's the worst bit. I'm sorry.
I get confused. You look like I'm gonna address you as a, and like if I go by the English dictionary, they is a group of people.
Do you know what? That does actually remind me of exactly, by the way, because you can't say one or the other. It's long. Like, I used to work in the city. Well, I still do, but when I first worked in the city, I worked as a receptionist, ground floor reception of many companies within that one building, and there was always this. I'm gonna say woman, because that is exactly what they identified as, but there was a trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were fully trans in terms of they still had their men's genitalia and stuff like that.
They still had their joint. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. 100% joint was still intact, wasn't a box yet, didn't put it in the box or anything like that. Wasn't like, it's my dick in there, but none of that. So, sorry. But, long story short, I can't remember the name, but definitely could understand and see and tell it was a man. Dressed, like a woman, very pleasant, really nice. And I think the only thing that I felt is that person just wanted to be who they knew they were inside, which I understand that. And the only thing that I felt really bad about was that every time, and we had a big, massive reception area, every time this woman trans woman would walk through the main reception, there's toilets in there. So every day she had a routine. She would come in or come out of her office, depending on what time of day it was. And before she did, she'd always make sure she went to the bathroom, whether it's coming in.
What bathroom?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Security would have to be, so it was a massive reception. Our reception was in the middle, so there was like, you could come from the back entrance or the front, like the building had two entrances, and you had security on that end, and you had us at reception at this end. Then you had security by the lift and stuff like that. And she would come in, and there would be about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 security, two and two at the back. And they would literally have to eyeball her, and 2 or 3 would literally, not subtly, follow to where she's going to the bathroom just to make sure she's using the men's, because they had a penis. I understand that, but it's awkward for that person, because they're like, well, okay, I'm dressed like a woman, I want to be able to be in a cubicle and go toilet, but
use disabled toilets then.
the men get freaked. But this is the thing, they wouldn't allow it, because they said that's a baby changing facility technically, or for disabled use you can't use that. Corporate building, how many babies are you going to get in that building being changed? None, really.
I mean, the bathroom thing has changed now, where you see it as like in my workplace, they have, it's like half man, half woman.
Yeah.
So anyone can use that kind of cubicle kind of thing. So I guess things have changed like that, and I do, I do sympathise with that. But then if you make them kind of changes, then you can't expect everyone to adapt to your change sometimes. And I do worry sometimes, like, fair enough, if you wanted to be a woman, let's say like 5 years of your life or whatever, and you change, what makes you think that you may not want to change back, or are you going to be fully happy? Like, I've always got questions like that. Like,
yeah, I feel like those people would be the ones that would have to obviously answer that, and they know within themselves, innit, if this is like, it's not the same, obviously, but I'm saying, if you go and get work done on your body, you need to know 100% that you want that work done, like boob jobs, arse, whatever. That you can't just change back. It's something, and I feel like on a obviously bigger scale, they feel that same way, obviously more deeply, because it's apparently, from what I've spoken to some people about in that situation, it's from what they know within. Sometimes they're not always wanting to change themselves fully, but some do. And this particular woman did actually explain to us a lot, and she said, I just feel, I love this job so much, and I just feel attacked every time I come through. I understand people are comfortable, but it's like the security literally chasing to follow in the bathroom to see where she goes. And she does go to use disabled, and they're like, we need to make sure that, you're using the disabled. Someone would wait outside the door till she comes out. And I feel like that kind of thing is not great for them in that sense. And I understand, obviously, this is the stuff that you want to go through in life, and those kind of are the consequences. But I don't think people should be made to feel like they're dirty or they're wrong because of their choices. It happens. However, I understand that it might make some people uncomfortable, and obviously that's why they've come with the rules of the whole toilet changing thing, because sometimes people were like, well, technically she's this is a man, so you can't use the women's, and men are uncomfortable peeing next to a trans woman that's probably looking at their joint. Do you know what I mean?
No, but a trans woman doesn't
weird.
necessarily mean that they go for men either.
No, but potentially, because they could be a trans woman and they could be gay. Yeah, sorry, gay, but wanting to be a woman and have that change. So you might be attracted to men, or you might actually still be attracted to women.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think men feel uncomfortable in that sense. Women feel uncomfortable. Like, everyone's just uncomfortable.
I mean, at the end of the day, we will never understand that that feeling. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had conversations with people that of that community, and I think a lot of them have different stories. Some of them I'll be like, rah, you've been through a lot. And, you know, sometimes it's to do with abuse or whatnot. So there is a side of me that I'm just like, even if someone that I know of or they're going through a change or they want to change their sex, it's just a matter of understanding, and that's what they've decided.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously, from the outside looking in, it may just look weird for you and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, sometimes as black people, we understand how it feels to be judged and looked upon at a certain way. It's not the same.
No, it's not. It's
but
completely different.
There is similar.
There's similar aspects of it.
Yeah, but I truly don't know about that.
No.
It's
To wrap up on that particular thing, I think as I said from the beginning, it's never been a problem for me. It doesn't bother me at all. What you want to do is your business.
I'm just it's with the pronouns. I'm over it.
You know, with the pronouns, now I'm just like, yeah. There's a lot of things that I see and I hear, and I'm like, do you know what? It is what it is.
And they're changing all the time.
It's the way of the world, and it's always going to change. The only thing I'm not ever going to be happy with or okay with, understand, is when kids, and, you know, at the expense of kids and their toys and what they see as innocent mind can be changed, or like that is never going to wash well with me. Mate, no problem otherwise, but yeah, when it comes to kids, I feel like kids are very innocent and need to be protected as much as possible and not be exposed to that bullshit. And when I say bullshit, I just mean their own dolls being role play. Fucking role play. Stop it. No, man. Stop it. No disrespect.
I've got this clip to play in regards to the pronouns.
Oh, go on.
I'm Cody. Pronouns em, ers, or z's, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't z, hers. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma. I just want to open myself up as a resource. If you have any questions, please ask.
Hi, Cody. First question. What language is this? I consider myself pretty liberal, but this...
Non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual.
Is this a Harry Potter spell? I'm surprised my laptop didn't start levitating. Temporarily, mostly able-bodied. What does that mean? Gray demi-bisexual. What does it mean? Demi-low romantic. What does it mean? Culturally Jewish. That's not a pronoun. That's it. I'm Republican now. You got me. I'm all the way right.
And this is what it's turning into. Like, I feel like just making shit up.
Yeah, it's...
I'm done. I'm done with that.
Anyway.
I'm over that.
Yeah, they want us to, as I would have said, they want us to be, you know, hush-hush about it and not say anything. Anyway, speaking of hush-hush, hush-hush money.
Okay. Only in Essex.
Why say it like that?
Because it's in Essex.
Why say only in Essex?
Because this case happens to be in
I
Essex.
don't know why this gets to me, because I'm technically not from Essex, but I live
In Essex. So it's your people then.
No, it's not.
Anyway, a teacher in Essex has been banned from teaching and working with children for life after making inappropriate contact with a student before trying to buy her silence. He asked the pupil if she would be up for cuddles and kisses.
Sorry?
I ain't finished. And if she was still a virgin, as well as asking whether she would mind sending a pic for £20 before adding, doesn't have to be naughty. The pupil threatened the teacher to his employees,
Good on him.
if he didn't give her $3,000. So she kind of threatened him like.
Oh, if you don't give me $3,000, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this.
However, they settled on 500.
Wow.
How you get from free? She ain't got no bargain chips, man.
No, she doesn't. I'll be like, what? Are you sure? Up, mate. Told you. Now to complain.
But he's
Yeah,
been
listen
banned,
to
so at least she's got some money out of it, I guess. I know that sounds cruel, but hey, no damage was done.
I was about to say, I hope no damage was done, but so the teacher, in what? I'm sorry. Aside from everything else stating the obvious, in what world did the teacher think it was going to be okay and normal to just ask for content and not worry about the content? Do you not like your job? Do you not like your career? Because that will cancel you. Has cancelled you. What? Do you not watch soaps or television? Because I'm pretty sure
Who watches soaps?
I do.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
precisely.
sure you see this crap on all the TV soaps with teaching what's to sleep with the student, and how does it end? It doesn't end well.
I mean, it's probably in the rules.
No, it is in the rules, and for people that want to dibble dabble outside of rules, you know what happens. People make TV about it all the time.
Yeah, but you know why? It's that element of danger. It's the element of being caught. Some people get off on it, like
You don't see them with work, colleague.
Gabs gets off on danger.
I mean, we all get off in danger.
Question,
oh my
yeah.
god.
Question. So, can a university lecturer have sex with one of his students?
I think
I don't know.
not.
Is that what you're thinking?
I think
Because I'm
not,
thinking, so, because in uni...
Are you
I
gonna,
think it's not due to an underage thing.
Yeah.
It's due to... Go on.
Gabs will spin the block and go back to his own old uni for one of his teachers. That's why.
No, you know what it is? Because
Miss Loretta!
I know if you, for example, if you work in like a mental institution, you can't, or if you work in a prison, you can't, and things like that where you have authority over people.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just wondering if you're a university lecturer, because you could have students of various ages, students in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. We had psychology students in their 60s. So I think there was the oldest students I've seen, law students, 75 years old. So yeah, so my thing is like
It is the authority.
it was like
side of
70 or
things.
75, I can't remember, but yeah, it was in their 70s.
I don't think it's approved. It's not.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, yeah, like
You
it's
should watch this is so off topic, but just quickly, you should watch the show Fatal Seduction. It's kind of on that element. Very good in terms of the whole student teacher thing. But yeah, very good.
Sounds like role play to me.
Yeah, I thought that's nice. They don't talk about it.
That does sound like role play. Teacher student. That's what Gabs was going for. He wants to
Yeah,
spin.
you love it.
Gabs wants to spin the block.
Hey.
Watch
No,
watch after
it's
this session. Gabs
all my
Gabs
lecturers.
Gabs is going back to Cambridge.
All my
Trust me.
lecturers were milk, so
Oh,
my joint would even work.
Oh,
to be fair,
Jeez, every
Yes, sir.
my
freaking
joint's out of
time.
action there still.
But yeah, I do think it's
Yeah.
an authority thing. But because obviously this, I'm assuming the student is like underage.
Yeah.
So that then means that's just standard, not just like authority. That's just standard underage paedophilia. Because how like she's under 18 clearly.
Mm.
Paedophilia. It's a minor. Even if
It's
she,
crazy.
the difference
Yeah.
is even if kids look older these days, they wear a lot of makeup. You know they I don't care. Kids are still kids.
Kids
Like
are kids.
Mm.
kids
yeah.
only really do and repeat what they see on TV or see on the street, but you're still a child until you know, whilst you're even between that, mate, anything under 16 is under 18, sorry, is still a child to me. Like, even at 19, I'd still be like, you're a baby.
I
Technically
find
not, but I would still.
I
say
find a
that.
few of certain things weird though about the age of consent though. So I see Sadio Mane, he's married an 18-year-old.
It's false.
It's false. Okay,
Yeah.
so so it's false. He didn't actually marry an 18-year-old.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
From what? All right.
Because
So,
a lot of people jump the gun with that, and if anyone done their research, because I find things like that because it's triggering when you read it,
Then you got
And
that.
then-
I need to see the facts.
Then when you
So-
look it up, I think they met. I think he met her when she was 19, when he was younger. Obviously, he's a bit older than her, but she's like 26 or something like that, or 20 something.
Did he pray
Cause
on her?
I saw.
They're all like family friends type of thing.
See, I'm seeing all over the news that she's 18. I'm just okay. Either way, right? My thing is, they had the general like Western media had an issue with it. Oh my days! How can he marry an 18-year-old? Blah 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 blah. Cool, but my thing is this: how can you marry an 18-year-old? In that culture, an 18-year-old in Senegal, in that culture, is not the same as an 18-year-old in the UK. So I just have to make that very, very clear. I can honestly say there's certain 10-year-olds in Nigeria that are smarter and way more advanced mentally than.
I thought I was going somewhere else. I had to
no,
look the
no,
other
no,
way
no,
until
no,
we
no,
landed.
no.
I was like, please.
No,
don't
that
cancel us.
10-year-olds that are smarter and way more advanced mentally than 16-year-olds in the UK.
True.
Right? Now, everyone made it a big thing. 18 years old, but in this country, at the age of 18, you could work in a strip club. At the age of 18, you can make an OnlyFans page. At the age of 18, you can star in adult movies.
It's mad. That is mad.
I do find
So
it.
what? I
do find
don't. Yeah, like
I do find it troubling because I don't know if it's like sometimes, especially with like we live in the social media world, especially when it's a black person, we jump and we move the needle. But when it's like a Hollywood actor or something like that, it's more like okay, well, it's alright. So with the Sana Mane thing, I was just like, yeah, you just like jumping for this. You want it to be true so
you want
bad.
it to be true so bad.
It's nuts. Leonardo DiCaprio has been dating young things for God knows how long. No one speaks about
No one's
that.
gonna speak
No one
about-
speaks
yeah.
about Elvis Presley. Married her, I think he married her at 15 or 16.
Mad.
No one speaks about that.
No one's going to talk about these things.
So
After
it's-
all these storylines that have come out about, you know, your favorite guy and, you know, all the others, I obviously not giving them a blight, of course, but no one, like you just said, no one ever, if so, very rarely mentions Elvis. And
because it's
him-
beloved, isn't it?
yeah, but so was I would say Robert and half of the others, but it's very selective of, you know.
Robert was doing a bit more than
Yeah, he was.
bit
I guess
more than most.
He needed to be caught, you know. But and obviously Elvis is dead now. But yeah, some of these guys were doing the absolute most and getting away with it.
It is something that you see a lot though, like from even school days. Like the girls always dated the older guys. It was
That is true. Not me.
it was
That's not
glamorized.
true.
It was
But it was. I used to see that a lot. You're right.
Them man are nasty when I look back at it. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
They used
Mate.
to camp outside school.
They used to, I was just about to
Them man
say.
are not in
they'll
whips
come out of school
for little girls.
be like-
Oh my god.
she'll do this. She'll be putting up her
nasty.
makeup or whatever.
Picking up
You're-
my girl from school, you know.
That is nasty when I think about it.
Not
you know?
I'm coming from the school down the road and I'm walking
No.
to meet my girlfriend or pick my girl
But
up
it
from
was, it was
school.
like if you speak to
Big
them
grown
girls
man.
at that time, they were like, yeah, he's more mature and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'm like,
But he's the road man. 9 times out of 10 he was on the road, just doing fuck all.
yeah.
And he just had a whip that he probably shagged someone to get it or stole. Like, sorry to be stereotypical, but it's true because it's all I saw. Come out of school and I see like my older, I would have been in year 8, and my older year 9 and 10 friends, be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go speak to Kenny. I'm gonna go speak to James or whatever his name is, and yeah, go see their man. Your man's just any road man that if you look now he's.
So how do you feel like with let's say rich men always dating like younger women?
I mean, it
Do you
doesn't
think
bother me.
do you think it's just like a new toy type of thing?
It doesn't bother me because it's probably just like they like everybody likes a younger model. Or
Yeah, but
something.
let's be honest. Like
Not everybody.
here's the thing, right?
You have options.
A woman, right, tends to look, youthfulness tends to be a thing that men are attracted to. And women themselves do a lot in their power to do what? To stay younger, to look younger.
Okay.
There's these new things, that, like even the men are doing it. I'll go for testosterone replacement therapy, hormone replacement therapy, IV drips, all these things to look younger. Like men do this and women do it to look younger. So it's not really necessarily related to like
You should see the
anything
amount of
dark if older men are going for younger women. The thing is, they just happen to be in a position where they can
shit
get
where they can.
the best of the best type of women due to where they are in terms of in society, in terms of ranking, how much money they have. So
Status,
they're
yeah.
just gonna go for that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just it's based off their status. They're just gonna go for it. Like so, yeah. I don't think it's a creepy thing.
That
It's just
doesn't
they
bother
can.
me. I don't always think it's a creepy thing either. I feel like, you know, if you're Bob and you're married to Jane and 40 odd years and you're now in like 60s and Jane's not doing so much, but then, I don't know, the cleaner...
Jane ain't blowing.
Jane ain't putting it out. She ain't blowing the trumpet the way the trumpet needs to be blown. She ain't polishing the Lowry. Yeah. But Tina, the housekeeper, or maybe not housekeeper, I don't know, like the au pair, it's always the au pair, in it, of the grandchildren, because they're 60, comes over and she drops the kids and, you know, oh, yeah, you know, wife's not here anymore. Oh, hey, Bob. And, you know,
That
she
sounds like a
sits down
porno
and-
story, but yeah.
No, but I mean, they get to know each other, and then, you know, he really likes her. You know, it could be, sometimes it's generic. Sometimes it's just like, I like the look of that bird, I want it, and my wife ain't interested in me. Sometimes they're not even married.
No, I get that. I get
Have
that.
you seen is it Bad Grandpa?
No, I've.
It's
Film doesn't appeal to me.
It's you know, the film with what's his name?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
Robert,
Robert De Niro.
yeah.
Yeah, it basically is him, and I wouldn't call him a perv. He's just young in the mind. The grandma passes, and he just wants and fucks younger women.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I think I know the answer to this, but do women have post-nut clarity? As Gab said earlier, like
The way I had to think about it as
you
well,
lot can
like-
go back to back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah, the way I had to think about it, like I wasn't already kind of having. Anyway,
And for anyone that doesn't understand
Okay.
post-nut clarity, is normally associated with a man like after he's finished
literally is in the title.
when he's finished his job.
He's not. When his
He
joint's
has a
finished
clarity where he's just
jointing.
like, is this woman right for me? Like, I'm not sure about this one anymore.
I mean, post nut clarity. I can't speak for every woman. I don't. Even
Or
know
perfect.
If every
Or
woman gets it.
another great example is the film Boomerang. Eddie Murphy's character, he'll be all over the like love bomb 'em and like
Yep.
romantic and stuff. As soon as he has sex, it just clears from him.
I get it. I'm gonna say two things. I've never experienced that with a man from my past or my current partner now. One thing I do
should hope not.
understand. No, because imagine if he's like, well, obviously not our current partner now, but yeah, but other guys, I would understand that they may be like, this is it. That's never happened. Sometimes a man might be like, oh, just after I'm out, I just need 10 minutes. I need an hour, maybe probably, but I think I'll be very worried if all of a sudden I'm like, what? Oh, you don't want to lips me no more. You don't want no, until the next time when he wants it. I have definitely had post-nut clarity on more than one occasion, and that's probably why, like, any of the guys that I would have dated before, I don't think, I'm not gonna say I've never liked them, but sometimes I have an experience in the sense of like, I don't want you to touch me anymore now. Like, I might still fancy you, and I'll probably want, but after after that's just happened, I'm then not, like, with my partner now, I wouldn't say I have to be all over him, but I'm still like,
Loved up.
yeah. But I was like that from early doors, and it's never really changed. Obviously, it's always developed. We've been together longer, and I think from the very few, there may have been one, if I'm being honest, maybe two.
Okay.
That I've been like, oh yeah, like, oh, let's just cuddle after. But then again, it's weird because I'm such a loving person, but I'm very much like that. After I'm done, I just
You just go cold.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and I've been told as well, and I feel so bad. There's been one time when I'm not even gonna lie, I've even just like left the yard. Oh, it was so bad.
Put your clothes back on and just like.
No, do you know what? I don't know if I've ever told you this, but this might have to be a story time because everyone says it's fucking funny and out of order.
All right, grab your popcorn, Gabs. So
basically, no, I'm not going to even make it into a long story, but I was basically seeing a guy, and this was when in my older times, and one of the very last guys I would have seen or been seeing when I was last single, and he was just someone that we both kind of on and off fancied each other for a very long time, but I'd been in a relationship, he had vice versa, and he was a friend we had a mutual friend kind of thing. And yeah, like I started chatting to him, I was like, this is great, oh my gosh, he's so nice. And then I kind of just realised you're not actually all that. When I started to hang out with him and date, and he was a cool guy, but then when it came down to that, I can't even say that because it actually really didn't happen. That's how bad it was. I was like, get to like the foreplay, and I'll be like, it just like I would get
during that. What would make you think that though?
I would get post-nut clarity during foreplay. That's how bad it was. Can't even call it post-nut clarity. I'd just be like, I'm fucking going. Oh my god. I'd be like.
So not even so. Wait,
man didn't even sign
looking at his body or that, maybe.
He didn't even sign the contracts.
I thought I have to give him a chance, and now I did. I was like, oh, let me give him a chance. And there was a couple of times he was like, oh, like, why don't you come over? We're gonna watch a film, or nah. All right, let's go out for dinner.
Not because, and this isn't because of how he looks naked, size, nothing. Just because of what.
Naked. He's got a good body.
But you're just saying.
And I don't know if you want to call it. I don't really want to call it the ick because I don't want to be like, oh, I got it. Because it wasn't the ick. Because I would hang out with him and I would like him to a certain point.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think after,
especially like if you come through foreplay, and then Katie's thinking, nah, this ain't. You know what?
I would like him to a certain point until afterwards.
So you're saying? Are you saying the foreplay was shit?
No.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of this. Yeah, that's
so you don't even know what turned you off.
It was good, and then I was like, oh no.
Did you have bad breath or something like BO or like?
Do you know what?
I didn't say he had BO, but
do you know what you see?
he had a bit of a musky
what I hear people say. What I hear people say is when the moment when the guy goes to get a dom.
Some girls like, oh.
And you're just because you're like there's like some. Oh. Yeah, some girls. That's you get time to think through. Oh, what am I really going to do here? I've had that with a couple
of guys, and I think but then, reality kicks in. It's
really
it's
too
bad.
late, innit? You're in the game, innit? Well, it's not too late. You can always.
No, it's not too late, but like
it's never too late.
Yeah,
like I said,
you're about to put pen to paper.
No, like I said, I went home. I'm just saying, it's never too late. Like the way I had to play.
Did you speak after that?
I done it about a good 3 times before I stopped seeing him. So because I was like, I need to give him a chance. Like the first.
What you stopped? You went home like...
The first time we went out and we've been out and about, it was nice. First time I went to his house was during the day. Like, we done like a brunch thing, we had drinks. It was actually cute. Like, he was a cool guy. He did have, afterwards, I realised a little bit, not even a little bit, a lot of psychotic behaviour. So it's probably my intuition kicking in. I don't know. But I think the first time hanging out, I was like, I'm not doing this. I was like, do you know, it's getting late, I've got to go home. And I'll just, go home. Next time he was, oh, please, I need to stay over. I was like, oh, we know each other a bit more now. Maybe I should stay. Maybe I won't like it. I even was drunk. I even got drunk and everything. We had a drink and just getting into it. And I was like, and it's like mid-kiss or mid-foreplay. I'm like, and I'll be honest, I can't lie. I can tell my face to tell the truth. I'll be like, do you know what? I really need to go. What? And he'd just be confused, poor thing. And I'd be like...
Oh, that's a bruised ego right there, man.
But he would, as well on top of that, he would say things like, tell me your mind. And really?
Okay, so you got certain things he would say is what's kind of put you on.
I don't know.
Tell me your mind. Tell me you want me.
Do you know what it is? I feel put off before that, but I would wait for a reason.
Call me daddy.
Yeah. No, not even tell me your mind. Tell me this.
Do you know, I was talking
No,
to her yesterday about this, right?
No,
So
it's not.
when I was young, right, and I used to watch, let's say like a music video or like a movie where they're about to have sex and then the girl's got on a funny costume and she's dancing and moving around and crawling on the floor, I used to think, yeah, this shit is real. But I was thinking, if that happened to me in real life, there's no way I won't laugh. There's no way
I would laugh.
I won't burst out laughing.
100%.
I would die.
That whole thing that you're doing.
Oh yeah, I would die. Yeah, I would die.
It's not real.
For me, if it doesn't look sexy,
It's not real.
I'm laughing.
No,
And do you
even
know
if it
what
looks
as well?
sexy, I'm going to laugh. There's no way I can't laugh at that.
Actually plan that.
Because I'm not that serious. I'm not that serious.
What, to dance in front
As a
of
woman, you can't. I physically. I'm telling you now. Like, you can't actually plan to put on lingerie, turn on the music, and walk in the room. And you could. But it would. I'm telling you, the way it would bang, it has to be spontaneous. I can't be like, I'm gonna plan to dance to sexy music to him tonight. I'm gonna give him a lap dance.
But
tonight.
do the shoulders.
What the fuck is that?
I think
No, I remember. This is a long time ago.
Well,
I remember a girl like, she said she was gonna strip for me. She put on the music and everything. I've never been so turned off in my life.
I told you.
See, I would laugh, yeah, I would
think
No,
that's
but
been
I think it was
spontaneous.
her though.
I think that's been
Yeah,
spontaneous.
but I think it was her. Like, she just didn't do it.
No,
Yeah,
it
but
has
see,
to be
I
spontaneous.
can't lie to you. I can't be that serious. I would have to laugh. I'm so sorry, but it's just a joke.
would laugh.
You'll crush the girl,
And
man.
me,
I would
that's
have to
just-
She'll be
laugh.
like, why you
Like,
laughing
what you
for?
did, I'd
I'm
be
trying
like,
to be
yo,
sexy for you.
Yeah, I'd be like, man.
I'm not a shy girl as well. Like, that wouldn't really make me feel like, oh, I can't do that. Like, I'm confident like that. But I kid you not. One of my exes was like, oh, when you're ever gonna give me a striptease? I'm like, when the moment comes and it's spontaneous.
Yeah, I
I'm not
wouldn't
gonna plan to do
ask
that.
for striptease. You just have to just do it.
I feel like if music was on, let's say like obviously we're in the moment doing that anyway, and music's on, and you've still got your clothes on, and it happens to end up being sexy. That's probably the only way you would ever catch me doing it. And there's been one or
Like,
two
don't
occasions where
don't get me wrong. Like, I've had incidents where like literally, like the,
just falls into it.
yeah, like, or
And it's
sometimes the
better.
music's on and she'll just flash me. Like, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, whoa.
And it's one of them. Oh, you like that, yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
and it's one of them. Oh, is this what we're doing?
It's like,
And
oh,
it's like, oh.
it's on.
And that is it. I'm never gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, babe, through
But-
the side of the door. You know, we
Why
see
not?
the foot.
That could hit.
No,
I'm sorry. There's no way. There is no way.
it's weird, and I would laugh as well.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
way.
but sometimes you need to spice things up,
But
innit?
then
You need to
again,
add little
no.
ingredients.
I think people say that about spicing things up. But maybe me
It's
laughing
different,
is what
I
it's
think.
maybe me laughing is the spice.
Laughing
Maybe
isn't
that
a bad
is
thing,
that.
though.
Yeah, maybe me laughing and maybe me like
No, it's
being
not a bad
cringed
thing.
out is the spot. Like maybe that is it because
No,
I'm
sometimes
attracted
we
to
find
quirkiness.
ourselves-
So
exactly.
it
I
don't
was
like.
gonna say
So
the same
maybe
thing.
maybe it will work in it. I don't know, but I'm just saying there's no way I could take that serious. And we're meeting Chelsea in the final. But anyway, yeah, I don't think I can take that serious.
No,
Pagans.
we've found ourselves in situations where like we might do something silly in between and we just end up laughing. And that's obviously when you're comfortable with them, they're your best
Yeah.
friend, it's cool. But we've had them conversations where I'm like, by the way, I'm never going to just randomly start dancing for you. And he's like, oh, I would never ask you to.
Mm.
And it's like, if that happens, it happens. And it, you know, if it bangs, then yeah. But I think, there's a lot of things that can be cringy, and that's one of them. But long story short, yeah, I walked out on him. There was one time when I really thought, okay, this might be the time. He hasn't cringed me out. Maybe it's just me giving him a couple of chances. And then I don't know what it was. Like, we were chilling together. Nothing happened. Maybe a little kiss, little cuddle. Then we settled down, was watching some anime, and then he fell asleep. And I was like, oh, bless him. And then I dozed off, and then I woke up, and I was like, yeah, I need to go. That was probably one of the last times. And I had to up and leave. I thought, this isn't for me. And something just clicked. I said, I don't want it no more. Like, it's...
Mm-hmm.
Like, 1 minute I was in the moment, and I was like, yeah, I feel like I like him. And then I'm like, is this really what... Yeah.
It changes. Gabs, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Your favourite person on earth, she has been, apparently she surrendered to the police now.
Oh, BrickBae.
Yeah, the brick girl.
Yeah.
Just with our listeners and watchers, like, just explain your favorite lady at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that she's been arrested. I've never been. I don't think in a long while I've never been so happy that another black person has been arrested. But you know, it serves her right. I think online.
Do you think
now,
sometimes it's a case of people wanting to make up something to go viral? Or...
Yeah, I think all it is this, right? So there is this current gender war going on.
Yeah.
Between women and men, and more so in our community. Mm-hmm. This gender war is online. It's at an all-time high, where black women have been convinced that black men hate them and black men are out here to ruin their lives and attack them and beat them up, and black men are dangers. And I think that this whole narrative is dangerous in general, because if our own women are viewing us as dangerous and making us seem as if we're dangerous people online, well, when white police officers start shooting black men, understand it's because of the stupid narratives that you've run. And when white people start to treat black men a certain type of way, it's because of the stupid narratives that you've run. Same way black women will say black men are responsible for UK beasts, and white people calling them UK beasts because we've been able to say it to them and run the whole narrative, so now white people are comfortable doing it. It works both ways. You make the men in your community seem like beasts and aggressive people that hate you and are violent, then other people are going to view us in the same way. And do you get what I'm saying? In the real world, black men and black women get along. All the black women I'm cool with, we're all family. It's not I don't do gender wars in real life. I'm not in rooms having conversation about gender wars. We don't do that, innit? Like, we don't do that. But online, there's a bunch of weirdos. And this stupid woman is taking it upon herself to use what's going on, and also use a topic such as domestic violence or assault, violence against women, as something, as a vessel or something she can use to rage bait women into donating money and giving money to her. And also, I just want to say, the women that donated to her, haha, serves you right. You're very stupid as well, because I don't think in my lifetime I've ever seen someone get hit with a brick and it's done that kind of damage to their head. Furthermore, I watch boxing.
I said, right.
In boxing, Mark, I'm going to ask you this, Mark, because you know boxing very well. Have you ever seen an injury like that in boxing, ever in your life?
But what made me laugh when it first came up, I still didn't believe it. I was just like...
No sign of blood, nothing.
There was no cut.
Just
like
a big swelling.
A brick.
When I first saw
if I lick you with a brick, there's going to be...
Graze. Yeah, there'll be a graze.
She
There'll be...
basically made her face the shape of a brick, like almost she
It's
ate,
an allergic...
like
it's
she
an
ate
allergic...
the brick
Yeah,
and
she
it come out
had
of
an
Yeah, it's an
allergic
allergic reaction. I've seen those allergic reactions before.
I said that, I was like, it looks like her face is swelled
Yeah.
internally, not from... Do you know what I mean? So when I looked at it, I'm not going to lie, at first I was like, oh my God. And then I went, wait a minute.
And she was crying on the thing, a black
And
man
I was
done
like,
this to
hold on a
me.
minute.
Black man did this and
He
just watched.
He asked for my number. I said no.
Yeah, because I said, why?
And then if you really look at the video that she's applying to, she hit the man.
Yeah.
And
no one talks about that.
And apparently what happened is she hit the man, and the man defended himself and accidentally hit her with a bottle. Or maybe it was intentional, but it's a bottle. A plastic bottle is not a brick, right? So
big difference.
You tried to rage bait women. It's not even tried. You've done it.
If someone bricked her, I think she would close enough be dead.
I think you wouldn't remember being bricked. That's the truth.
You wouldn't remember. Yeah,
because you will be concussed. You won't remember. Look at what the brick. If that was a brick, look at the damage that it did. There is no way you can hit someone with a brick and it causes that kind of damage, and that person can remember that they got hit with a brick.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, with boxing as well, mate, they're
hitting each other with bricks.
They're in la
lump eyes or whatever. Like,
and the eye would. I think whether she hit you here, you would have some sort of swelling and closed up.
There'll be a swelling. There'll be grazes. There will definitely be a cut. There will be some form of blood. And it's just, anyway, she's done that, and they've we have to shout out to, it was actually another black woman that called the Queen of Accountability online.
Oh.
She saw it and said, no, I'm not going for this. And I checked.
I think she phoned the police.
Yeah, she phoned the police. She made sure, the police saw this one out.
Yeah.
Because look, if she did get hit with a brick. There's a menace that needs to be arrested.
Yeah, 100%.
And if she didn't get hit with a brick, you can't get away with lying like that. Obviously, we know she didn't get hit with a brick.
But
So
I think didn't she raise a GoFundMe like 40
yeah,
grand?
42 grand. Yeah, but I think
And then the other day,
she was in Jamaica, but they froze it. So they froze it. Now,
that's good.
but it's just for me, it's how shameless she is. Because even in Jamaica, she was like, "I'm taking my life back brick by brick." And then she did another video, and then she was saying they're extorting her. I'm like, who's extorting you? Just making up just making up nonsense, like just making up absolute crap, and people fall for this rubbish. And it's like, serves you right, because I'm sick and tired of this gender war stuff. I don't hate black women. Black women don't hate me. Not in real life. Maybe online, maybe some weirdos, but I don't like that. This don't happen in the real world. So why is everyone online making it seem as if
I just don't like
I think it's very stupid.
you put something out and people believe it straight away.
I say
Like
this with a lot of
sometimes
things,
it's
though.
good to ask questions. If it doesn't look right, like the Justice Smollett thing, it didn't look right. It didn't sound right, so I didn't believe it.
yeah,
And guess what? It didn't happen.
and it didn't happen.
Again, I know some people get mad about it, but I don't care. The however many Chris Brown allegations came out, and half of them, obviously we know what he has done and done in the past, but these ones that follow in afterwards, I was like, it's a bit smelly to me. And everyone was like, oh, all the feminists, I think I even put it on my social media, I was like, I don't know why I did that, because all the feminists was, oh, you said this, oh.
Yeah, they'll come
Shut
for you.
up.
They'll come for
But
you.
the difference is, me, I don't care. I'm going to speak my mind, whether I believe it or not. But then, points were proven.
Yeah,
The
like
same with the Johnny Depp thing, and the same with...
Oh, that Johnny Depp thing was horrible, man.
That was horrible to watch, but that I even... Then I said, I mean, I don't know Johnny Depp like that, but I just... Certain things just don't look
I just think,
right.
once again, there's so many women out there that are getting abused. I think it's very
Why would you try to
insensitive
claim?
as a
Yeah.
woman to use that and manipulate that
Mm-hmm.
for your own personal gain.
Because
Bro,
this is
there's
'cause
women
they
out there
know
that are really in danger.
women
Yeah.
get believed
Really in
on
danger.
these things all the
You've
time.
got, so imagine police officers are investigating you being hit with a brick when there's someone who's actually been,
hit with...
but they're wasting time on your stupid self because you've decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this and I need to do. And they, you know what, she's done other GoFundMe's in the past.
Yeah, she has.
For silly little things like this, and it's just like, man, some people in
There's
this
a
world,
pattern.
some people in this world can be so shameless and disgusting and
Just go and work
and just-
hard at something you're good at.
go and do, yeah,
And
go
earn
and
She's
do
good at
something.
fraud.
Wage.
She's good at fraud.
Well, she's good at fraud.
Well, she
but
was.
make an honest living out of something that, like,
And we like, we
And she
just,
got a child as well. Like,
yeah, we just,
what kind of example?
we
you
just
setting?
can't, we just can't be comfortable. We need to, like, some people just need to grow out of the mindset of just being comfortable being a victim. Stop making yourself a victim because it's you know, you think things will be easier for you. Like, stop it, man. Stop it. No one actually cares. That's the truth. No one cares, bro.
No one
like,
cares.
all the
After I
people
saw it-
online, all the people online that are running this narrative that black men are dangerous and they're out here endangering black women and blah 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 blah.
As a black woman, why do you want to do that to your own people?
Why do you want to do that to your own people? And you know what? How stupid do you come across as a black woman saying that? Because let me tell you why it's very, very stupid. A lot of you are raising the sons that are growing up to do this. So it's the responsibility is on you as well, you idiot.
My point is as well, why people
Like, if you check a lot of the men that are in the prison systems and all these things, they
Yeah.
are single parent kids raised by women. So you are basically saying we are incapable of raising men, because the truth is the majority of the violent men in jail don't have both parents. They're not raised by men. The majority of them. The stats show us they're raised by women.
Yeah.
So that means you're incapable of doing it then. You're incapable of doing that job. I don't believe black women are incapable of raising kids or raising men. But when you
proving
come
that
out and you
narrative.
start, you know, running a narrative that all black men are aggressive and violent, then you're just basically saying we're incapable of raising
People need
kids.
to think before they type things or say things. Like, just realize that your words have certain powers in it, and if you
I don't
try
think
to
people
set,
think that deeply
they don't.
into it, and
If
they're
you
so
set certain
thick.
agendas, trust me, it will come back and bite you. Like, if you want black men to help you out, and you're setting the agenda of like black men are this, black men are that, then what are they gonna do?
But where is the line drawn when women like her want to be like everyone should protect their black women? You're kind of contradicting yourself when you're not.
We can't
You're not,
protect
because-
someone like
and
that.
you
though.
can't exactly what makes you think men are going to want to protect someone like you after you are not protecting your own back?
Yeah, we can't.
Like, it
Yeah,
works
we
both
can't. Yeah, we can't do
ways.
that. Yeah, we protect people that care about the community and care about our race.
And I want to be like, I don't like seeing stuff like, okay, fair enough, I'm a female and I don't like seeing negative stuff and bad stuff happen to females, of course. But I equally don't want to see people or other races or our own race shaming mainly black men for things that they don't need to be shamed for, like stuff like this. How can you be like, oh, a black man did this? You're just painting, you're just you're just proving other people's narrative, and you're painting a worse picture than there is.
Yeah, man.
And you're not helping.
You're not.
This whole there's no community thing that we always say is down to this fucking shit.
This nonsense. Yeah, I just think, look, man, the people that are online, falling for the bait and, you know, like participating in these gender wars, step outside, man.
Yeah,
It's
live,
alright.
live
It's
your
good
life.
outside, man. Yeah, it's good outside. We're
It's
good,
true.
you know. It's good outside.
I saw that, and once I realised this looks fishy, I just so all of this extracurricular stuff that you've said that she's done afterwards, I'm only learning about it now because that went to the back of the book.
Yeah, she flew
It's
first class to Jamaica
stupid.
with the money.
Waste of
Yeah.
time.
She was living life.
She's with the police now. They'll deal
She's in
with
good
her.
hands.
Yeah, she's in good hands. I'm pretty sure
They'll look after
they'll
her.
hit her with a brick. They would
Oh
hit
my
her with a
God.
brick.
And on that note,
I
it's
just
been
wanted to quickly ask a question with you guys
oh, quick one.
to do with, as it seems we're on the men and women topic. Really quickly, have you ever been in a situation, whether you're on a date with a woman, first time by the way, where you have, and this comes from Lloyd, and it says name a scenario where you've been out
Lloyd,
with a girl.
big up Lloyd.
Oh, is it singer?
No, he's one of my, he's one of my boyfriend's very good friends, and basically everything's going well until you fucked it up. You could be anyway.
It sounds like Lloyd probably would have a story for that.
Do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. Knowing Lloyd,
Tell Lloyd to send
I
his
don't think
story.
he has, because he's usually quite smooth with the ladies. But I think he wants to know if that has ever happened. But I will tell Lloyd to send in a story if that has happened. But yeah.
No, honestly,
No.
and I'm not being big headed at all. Like I've never really had a bad first date.
Yeah, I think people. I don't know. Sometimes when I see people online talk about these bad like dating experiences,
Like who you dating?
I think
Obviously, you've
yeah.
not gotten to know the person.
And
at
I think as well. I think as well. Like, as more women would have bad dating experiences, because I think women probably go on more dates than guys. Like, I think because so many people
The
are after
multiple
you. Yeah,
dates,
multiple.
yeah.
Yeah, like because so many people are after you, where it's easy for you to do multiple dates.
Yeah.
In a week or multiple dates in a
man
month.
multiple
or-
dating. He's thinking about his
Yeah,
pockets.
but a man can't do a multiple dating because he's spending money. Do you get what I'm saying? And plus, we're the ones chasing. So for the most part, our experiences, we probably won't have as many bad experiences as a woman who's dating multiple people. Women are dating people because they want to eat food because they're hungry, and women are going into. No, I'm saying some women are going
No,
into
it's
dating
kinda true.
because they're hungry and they want to eat food. I mean, Stefflon Don said it, like she used to go on dates, but it's because she couldn't afford food, and like she used to say it. She said it. Like it's because I was just
Actually,
hungry.
I think
She
I've
said
heard
it.
that.
Yeah, like.
I just
so-
used to go on dates for the
but I know
experience.
girls that used to do
That
that
was
in
fast.
uni. I know girls that used to do that. I know girls that do that now. That used to go on dates.
Fast. I loved man,
I used-
and I was like, I want to go out with this guy just because I like him.
Did you ever have like restaurants you had in mind that you wanted to go to?
No, I wasn't. I'm not really. Still not. Maybe now because I'm with my partner. There's places we want to experience together. But back then, I just wanted to go out. If anything, I wanted to go as many places, as many bars as possible around the city. Excuse me, that I could experience and drink, because I still am, but not as much. A very, very, very social drinker, and I loved it.
I know, yeah, like that. Yeah, that's the thing.
But I
like,
wouldn't be like,
people. Yeah,
I want to go Benihana. I don't really care. I want to know about you. I want to know how you're going to interest me for the next few weeks, and if I'm ever going to get bored of you, because that was the thing. I'd get bored.
and I
I'd
think
be
as well. I
like,
think the world is in a very, very toxic place where
I'm not watching no one's pocket. I never have.
I
Whereas
think like with
in this
dating,
day and age, I think they do.
with dating, especially with like online stuff, like all this like Hinge and all that kind of stuff, like Tinder and all that kind of stuff, you can get multiple dates very quickly. And I think as well, it makes things harder Because what happens is...
Harder as in, like, connecting with people? Or...
Not even harder as in connecting with people. Yeah, that. But also, something that might be the most minor issue, it becomes a major issue now because you've got multiple candidates.
So you're just extra fussy.
Exactly. So now you're extra fussy. But at the same time, the people that are like that, later on in life, they will regret certain decisions that they've made.
Yeah.
Like, because they will regret certain decisions that they've made. I think that's why it's toxic, man. There's loads of toxic things going on. I think people need to stay away from... I don't know. There's nothing better than face-to-face interaction. No. Step outside. That's all I have to say to people.
You heard it from Gab, step outside. And
don't let, like...
Breathe in the fresh air.
You won't go through any of these crazy experiences, or you would lessen the chances of going through these crazy experiences.
I do feel that people tell lies online, like
big lies,
dating stories, certain lies.
Horrible
Man
lies,
did this, or he said that, or the woman did this and she said that. Like, I do believe people exaggerate a lot of their truths, but step outside, enjoy life, man. Just
as I always say as well, like, guys, girls, whatever, they lie a lot. Guys will tell you, I won't date a girl that, like, she needs this kind of body, she needs to have this kind of shape.
And you see the girl he ends up with.
And you see the girl he ends up with. A girl, I want a guy that's got this money. I want a guy that... And you see her baby father and he's a bum. Yeah, you used to punch him up in school. He was a bum. He's still a bum now. He's done out here.
It's so sad to see. It's like... Not sad to see because you choose what you choose, innit? But it's like... You opened up your big mouth. Now look.
And now look. You mentioned...
You are the dickhead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, you're like... And that's the thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with, having a man that's not got the most money in the world. There's nothing wrong with having a man that's...
How about you build together?
Yeah, like...
Mate, please button on that one, because 100%.
Right, real talk.
100%.
I'm saying...
Oh, my God.
So basically, you want the cheat code where you want a man that comes with everything. But you're not coming with nothing.
People used to laugh at me for saying this,
Yeah.
I swear to God. And I'm pretty sure he won't even mind me saying that. Well, he's never come from nothing. He's always had a job. But me and my partner, since we've known each other for a very long time, very young, we've only elevated. Mate, there's been times where, like, can't afford to go out, I ain't got the money. That kind of vibe. Sometimes girls don't want to hear that from guys.
Yeah, but sometimes that's reality.
But that's what I'm saying. And it's always been so real.
If I got a yard... I got to pay bills and sometimes and extra bills. I'll be like,
reality hurts.
I can't
Girls
be
don't
doing.
Hear, oh, babe, I can't. Like,
but yeah, babes is still living with her parents. I'm just like, you ain't got
babes
these kind of
don't
problems.
Drive. Babe still lives with her parents. Okay, no, I don't drive. But I'm saying these are the things. Babes don't drive. Still lives with her parents, and she basically wants a guy that lives on his own or has his own whatever.
Good,
drives. Yeah. It's long.
Trap house.
All these things sound good. Like,
yeah, they sound good.
But no,
be with someone who's going to appreciate you.
Step outside and
elevate
see
together.
The real world
I used to
for
get
it is.
laughed at for saying that. I don't want a guy that has it all. I want to have a guy that has a plan and can build.
100%. Once again, step outside, see the way the real world actually works. Step outside, you'll understand there's a economic crisis, there's a cost of living crisis. You would see these things. It's only online that, every black person is rich. Like, everyone online is rich. Like, every black person has a Mercedes. Every black person has a Rolex. But really, we're poor though. If you look at the stats,
by default,
we're not well off like that.
I'm trying to say by default.
But it's like
that's not how the real world works.
Like, we're only just new to making money. If I'm being honest with you, and I'm talking about people within the black community, we're only just new to making money. So, online everyone's got money, but that can't be correct. That can't be correct. Like,
someone's lying.
I see people that I work with, right, when I used to work in retail, and they had flashy cars. I was working in retail and people had Mercedes Benzes and Rolexes, and I'll be posting it online. I'm like, bro, I've worked with you though. I'm in the staff room with you.
I've known people.
You haven't got money for
I've known people that be driving Chris cars, go to their yard. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like
you have. I'm not saying
the car's not matching your lifestyle.
Yeah, you have to have it all. I'm sorry. I'm not saying you've got to be flashed with everything. You don't. Like, if you had like a nice decent gaff that was, I don't know how much, whatever, but nice, presented well. You had a banging car and you had a decent job. fares. But when I've seen guy doing road has the baddest car, and when I say baddest car, I mean driving like a Lambo up flipping Prince Regent's Lane in East London. What are you doing? And you're still in a council flat. Are you okay?
No.
A council flat that you do not park your nice Lambo in. Make fucking
Because you know
sense.
it's going to get teethed.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
parked all the way back in fucking where I live now, actually, in them sides. No, I swear to God. Nah, man, make it make sense. Stop it.
It doesn't
like
make sense.
the math
don't-
isn't matching.
all-
matching.
the best thing
the
I-
math isn't math.
All I can advise is don't go broke trying to look rich.
100.
It doesn't make sense because these people are not going to care for you if you go broke.
Only go broke for Zara, okay?
Don't even go broke for Zara.
Joking? Oh my gosh, I have not.
That's pain.
Before we finish, I have not seen Zara since
I'm good. I've
beginning of the month.
I've got what I need to get.
I haven't. I've purposely been on a Zara ban this whole month. I cannot wait for February.
I'm proud of you.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so that's been us for episode 184.
Oh, mad.
Me,
Mad.
Kay, and Gabs. Hopefully next week we can have the whole fantastic four back.
Yeah.
We'll see. But no, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining in. Kay, you got any last words?
Yeah, I'm gonna put one or two questions out on the Instagram and probably Twitter. I've seen Instagram do polls now. I'm very excited, so I'm gonna try and put some of those out. Watch out for our clips next week because
I thought you said something else for a minute.
they will have polls attached to them. That don't even try and whine me on it because POLL. Okay. You can do a poll.
I didn't.
Based on
no one wasn't
here.
weighing you.
Him. And it wasn't one anyway, but still, he will weigh anything. But yeah, based on the clips, we're going to do some polls. We're going to make it fun. And yeah, just feel creative in 2024, more so than usual. So that's it.
Any last words, Gabs?
Step outside, man.
I knew he was going to say that. I really did.
All right. Thank you, love. Until next time. Peace.
Step outside.